And boom, good morning, guys. What's up? Happy Friday.
Good morning. Thanks, Mike.
Hey,
Thanks
Brent.
for having us.
Yeah, Brent, thanks for jumping on. Jeff, good to see you again. There's a lot of people that are starting to notice Lemon Brew because EXP put out a thing a couple months ago saying, here's something to check out. But a lot of people, without some proper guidance, we don't know what it is. There's not a whole lot of marketing. So, Jeff, I'm glad you reached out. It seems a little bit different than OpCity and HomeLight and some of the other lead services that are referral based. And, I'm excited to learn about it and share that with the rest of our EXP organization. So whatever you have for us, I would love for you to jump in and just kind of start out. And then if you don't mind, I'd like to ask very specific questions. And I'm a pretty blunt, candid dude. So hopefully I ask them the right way and don't upset you guys, but I just go right at it and just, and try to dig for the truth, because all my EXP organization and my friends out there in our industry deserve to know the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. And we all want to, find good partners that want to keep us in our industry. So fire it off, Jeff. What you got for us, Mr. Lemon Brew?
Hey, thanks so much. Again, I'm Jeff, and I brought Brent with me. And I'm glad you brought up the OpCity and the HomeLight, because 3.5 years ago, our CEO, Reno, and he got with the other founders, and that was what was available, that kind of stuff, leads that come at you. They bombard you with leads, and there's hundreds at a time. It's like a dog pile trying to get onto that lead before somebody else does. And then you open it up just to find out that maybe it's a client that you wanted or not. And so that's really the problem with most of the lead generation sources today, is there's way too much information coming at you, and 2 or 3% closing is actually a high closing ratio. And we think that's a problem. We feel like we definitely want referrals instead of leads. And so what Lemon Brew has done is they put a platform together that does exactly that. We have the clients that don't have agents. They're not familiar with the area. They come on board to our site and they try to find an agent in an area where they're unfamiliar with. And not only do they come onto our site, we verify the phone number and the email. We go even further to try and verify credit, income, and assets with our platform, as well as with ourselves. I call, Brent calls. We've got a team of others that are following up with these leads to turn them into referrals. And that's what we want to do that's different. That's period.
Where are these leads coming from?
Currently, that's a great question. Currently, they're coming from, we have a partner called Lemon Brew Lending and Lemon Brew Abstract. We've gotten several hundred closings out of those clients. We have gotten thousands, and nearly 30,000 have visited us from Facebook and Instagram. And we've whittled those numbers down to be about a little over 5,000, almost 6,000 verifiable phone numbers and emails, which the other guys would have called leads and sent them over your way. But we didn't. We've tried to whittle those down even further, so we're not wasting your time. We're spending our time to see if that's actually a referral that needs to get passed on to the platform to find a real estate agent to close a deal.
If I understand this correctly, you guys, the main mission started out to be finding refinance and mortgage leads. And turns out there's a lot of good buyers that are qualified. And you guys are saying, well, we don't want to get rid of these. We'd rather partner with good agents around the country and pre-qualify them and disperse them exclusively to an agent. Therefore, we should deserve a referral fee. Is that kind of how it's working?
Well, almost what you said. We have a ton of refinance clients. And what happened was, out of those clients, we've been doing business since 1983 with that mortgage lending, and the title company was been open since right around 2000. So, those clients, which were refinanced, they often will need relocation. They'll move. And those are the clients that have been coming through the site and we've closed. Those closing ratios are extremely high. The relationship that these guys keep with those clients, we're able to get them to get on the platform and choose one of the agents that we've selected, that they can choose themselves. We don't choose the agent for them. The client chooses the agent themselves.
Okay, awesome. So what states are you in so far?
Well, it's on our site. It's updating all the time. We're currently in 16 states. We'll be all along the eastern seaboard probably by the end of August. But if you look on we're from Massachusetts all the way down to Florida with very little that we're missing there. we have North Carolina, and then we're of course in California, and we just brought on Texas, and we just brought on Tennessee. We're in the state of Washington. So on the West Coast, specifically for your area there, we are certainly in the state of California.
That's awesome. Yeah, we have in my organization at EXP, we have 40 states now. So keep growing with us. And a lot of those are in Florida, Pennsylvania, on the East Coast, North, South Carolina, Virginia. So that's awesome. All right. So what does it look like for me as an agent to sign up?
Very easy process. We go to lemonbrew.com. On that flyer that we provided, it's got the 7 steps, and it's really, even 7 steps sounds long. It's not. The first step is go to lemonbrew.com. Pretty short step. The second step is hover over Get Started, and then click down to Partner Agent, and that's steps 3. So, once you click as a partner agent, you enter in your information, and for your folks there at EXP, they're going to see when they say, tell us about your brokerage, they start typing EXP, and then they will see the numerous EXP offices, and they'll pick the one that has Deborah Penny as the designated broker, because that's the way it was set up there. And all those California EXP agents can sign their general referral agreement, and they'll be on their way and eligible once they make a profile to receive referral clients from Lemon Brew.
Since most of my organization is on the East Coast and Midwest, not in California, if they start typing EXP, will their own state broker pop up as long as they're in that state already?
Yeah, because they will start with state. That's right.
Okay.
That's right. So if they enter California, when they pull down EXP, they're only going to see the one with Deborah Penny because it was in California.
Right. Okay. So yeah, so I know people watching right now are totally not
right.
That's why I wanted to ask that. All right, awesome. So let's talk a little bit about, there's a video that we're supposed to upload, and a couple of the people that I talked to sign up haven't done that yet, and they're wondering why they're not getting referrals. So the video is basically just a nice little video introducing yourself, the area you work in, and why somebody would want to work with you. Is that kind of the idea? Do you have any tips or tricks for the agents on that?
The tip is to definitely do your video, because remember, we're not referring the leads. At some point in the future, we're probably going to not allow profiles that don't have videos to be shown. Currently, all profiles are being shown, but think of yourself as a buyer. If you have 3 profiles in front of you to choose from, and one has a picture and the other 2 don't, and the other one has a video and the other ones don't, your likelihood of being chosen in those 3, because we only show them 3 at a time. There may be 900 agents in that surrounding area. We show them 3 at a time, and then it's like a one-armed bandit in the casino, right? You just if you want to see 3 more, you can see 3 more, but that's about it, right? They're dialed in based on the information that the client input. It's like, where are you going to buy? How much is the price point of the home? And some other things, and those match up with the closest agent on the platform, and then those are the clients, those are the agent profiles that the client is shown, and then they pick it, not us.
Gotcha. So short, sweet, 30-second video. Hey guys, it's Mike Bjorkman. I work in the Santa Clarita area. I've been out here since the early 90s. We have an amazing team, especially if you want a good buyer representation. We work all day, every day to find off-market properties to help you keep it out of bidding wars and multiple offers. We have a fantastic team to help you get qualified and straight to the closing seamlessly with no issues. Call me on my cell phone, 212-8075. Look forward to working with you. That kind of video?
Well, the videos actually are the same 3 questions for every agent. And
okay.
So it is because of the phone number, like you said, we don't provide the phone number until they select you, right? So we're going to ask you, what do you love about being in real estate? What sets you apart from the other agents? And and then the third one is, how does your communication apart from the others? So everybody's got the same 3 questions. That way they get that same, but you still get to use your own personal vibe, and of course tailor it every way you want, because obviously you can, when you're making your video, think of what everybody else is going to say,
right,
and try to stand out, right?
So that's easy. So so I can do a quick video. I'll attach it somehow to this. I'll make sure this is a podcast on my YouTube channel. I'll make sure when you guys hear this, reach out to me. And I'll keep my videos in a little list, so I'll share them with you. And if you guys watching do your videos, and if you're super proud of those, make sure you send them to me too in a raw form, and I'll put them in the same list. And that way we'll get a bunch of good videos for our team, and they'll know exactly what to do and what to say, and I'll coach them along through that. So perfect, easy, awesome. All right, so let's talk about the big one. The referral fee to Lemon Brew is what, 25%?
That's right.
All right.
That's
And
right.
I know there's some sort of benefit to the buyer in a form of a commission credit back to them. And
Correct.
can you give me that formula so we're super clear on that? I think it said up to something, but let's just get real nitty gritty on it.
Sure, sure. You went back, you understand that there are the other models that are out there. They typically range from 35%. We're trying to hover in that same bracket. We only take 25% to the house as a referral fee, but we seem to be on par with the other guys, but we don't take it. We let you give that as a buyer's credit on the HUD. And what that does is that's the encouragement for the buyer to make it more efficient. You know, let us pull your credit, let us pull your income, let us see your assets. Can you buy this home? Do you really need an agent? And by him going through those steps, he gets a Brew score, right? And his Brew score climbs based on those questions and others. Like one of those questions is when do you want to buy a home? 1 to 2 months, 3 to 6 months, 6 months to a year. If he's 6 months to a year, his Brew score would be lower than his 1 to 2 month score. So, you know, the higher the Brew score, the higher the rebate. The max rebate it's not a whole lot. It's only 0.5% of the sale price. If we use a $300,000 scenario, you know, the max
is 35%, 30% referral fee.
the referral fee still
30% total.
25 comes to us, right? 25 is ours. The rebate is 0.5% to the buyer and closing cost concessions there. So that money goes to the actual buyer, which should streamline this process. That's what we're trying to do, is make an efficient referral for you. Everything that buyer inputs to make this deal go smoother helps that Brew score go up, which in turn equates to a rebate, which obviously that's where you'd rather spend your money anyway. Why would you want to give it to me when you can give it to the buyer if he can make it a more efficient process for us all?
Higher quality lead. You're going to pay more for a higher quality lead. And, you know, for those of you guys listening and watching, you know, there's a lot of agents right now that have no business. And let's think this through. If we had a referral from an agent anywhere in the country, we'd gladly pay 30% referral fee for that. That's kind of the norm, anywhere from 25 to 30%. Op City is 35%. The Flex program from Zillow is going to start off at 35% and eventually go to 50%. I mean, everybody's going to try to push it and push it and push it as long as they can. But, you know, as long as we have a partnership with your company and we know you're not trying to get rid of real estate agents or compete with real estate agents, I think the real estate agent community is okay paying the credit or the referral fee, because look, if an agent refers, if a relocation company refers, that's 45%. If you get an REO, we're paying 25 to 35% referral fee. So for us lazy ass agents to get a pre-qualified lead that's ready to buy now, that's not a bad deal. You know, it's not my favorite thing to pay referral fees, but listen, I'm not going to turn them down if they're a pre-qualified, motivated buyer. That's all there is to it. So I know a lot of agents get all huffy puffy, but then I got to remind them of that. Look, Relo, REO, other agents, you know, it's just the way it works. And for many years now, agents have been working on a referral basis. And that's actually what started Op City and HomeLight, right? And
that's right.
We found out that other people are better than pre-qualifying and following up than we are. So, all right. So let's go back to the algorithm, if you will. So if the agents that have signed up haven't gotten referrals, it's just maybe they're not in their state, or maybe it hasn't kicked off big enough. But there's no real true algorithm to where your score matters on how many leads you get. It's really just a round robin. For now, at least, I would imagine that would increase differently as time goes on.
Market city. What we do right currently is we give you 5 market cities. Okay. And then of course, several other things play in. What's your average sale price and those things, you know, what's your history in the marketplace. And then you put a bio and some favorites of yours. And we try to match you with the personality. But the primary matching algorithm currently is the marketplace. You know, where are you trying to buy a home? And then they'll dial it down further from that with the price point and then some other things that get them more close to one of the agents in our profile selection. So that is the algorithm. Like I said, the marketplace is where they're buying a home currently. And what we do, Brent and I and the others, we look at the density population. So you got these, you know, say San Diego or LA or wherever you are in California. We look at this map as we accrue these agents and we see, you know, these high numbers. Everybody picks the popular spot But in truth, you know, the MLS breaks these markets down into much smaller subs that are taken all around there. And so when we see these high densities, we locate and we talk to those agents. When we have more data to share, we go, you know, hey, what about these markets? Are you there too? And we spread them out so that there's more opportunity there. Because if there's 60 in one spot, you know, we try to smooth that out. But if the density will handle it, then we don't move with it. You know, the numbers on the demographics tell us that, you know, how many agents is a good number for that area, and it's all in the platform there.
Gotcha. Cool. What else do we need to know about this platform to make us successful and you successful, the agent's desire to work with your company?
Well, you know, I know Brent has been, he started this off, this program took off about 3.5 years ago, and almost a year ago to the day, we launched the platform, and Brent Bonner's been on board since that day. And then wasn't long after that he started pursuing the EXPs and has really got some great traction with those folks. I want to turn it over to him because I know he's been in dialogue with the folks that you've got running EXP, and he probably can update us on some of the stuff that's taken place over the last few weeks. Brent?
Sure.
Anything good,
Thanks,
Brent?
Jeff. Thanks for the introduction. Mike, thank you so much for having us. So yeah, I'm the Senior Vice President of Business Development with Lemon Brew. I've been with us since day one. This is a platform that we've been building for several years now. To Jeff's point, we just launched in June of 2019. So we're right about a year old. We look at our competition out on the landscape, and we're just now starting to see some national television commercials with Home Light. They've been in existence, I think, since 2012. So you've got some people that have been in the market for a lot longer than we have, and we're just thrilled with the success and the traction that we've been able to generate in just a short 12 months. But back to some of the highlights about Lemon Brew. So you're right, Mike, this is an exclusive one-on-one match. This is not like Op City where a borrower's name and phone numbers pass to 8 different agents in the marketplace. First one to hit the button on the app gets the lead. The client really has no transparency of who they're going to be working with. It's really up to whoever had their phone in their pocket at the right time. So really wanted to highlight that this is an exclusive one-on-one match. The buyers are going to choose which agent they want to work with. That is really where these videos come into play. Mike, if you want to know the mindset behind it, it really brings a new level of transparency to the client of who they're going to work with. I'm sure you've seen in the past, Mike, where a real estate agent will upload a picture of themselves 10 years ago, and they meet at Starbucks to understand what the buyer's goals are, and it's someone completely different from who they thought they were going to be working with. Not only that, the video gives the ability to the client to see how they communicate, how they speak, how professional they are or not. So there's a lot of factors that come into play with those short 30-second videos. And Mike, this is not something that we're encouraging people to go videotape themselves and then upload them to our page. When you create a profile on lemonbrew.com, it'll take you maybe 10 minutes to do it. We've got a link. We've partnered with a company called Spark Hire, and they basically specialize in online interviews. And again, the quality of the video, it's not the best. I'm sure there's people out there in 2020 that have these, you know, spectacular cameras and angles and sound systems and that sort of thing. But what we've found is people just go right on their laptop. They click on the link that says complete video interview. We've got a nice introduction that kind of introduces the platform and how the video interview works. And you just kind of go right through the prompts through your profile page. So I just wanted to kind of bring some light to that. As far as the referral fee, I mean, back to Jeff's point, we're still very much in the same structure as like an Op City who charges 35%. To your point, if the loan amount goes under a certain amount, I think they may drop down to 30. But Lemon Brew is cutting their profit down to 25, and then creatively creating a carrot, if you will, for the buyers to say, look, you get a rebate here if you use one of our agents. So that's kind of the carrot for the buyer to come to Lemon Brew. And then obviously, you know, the ultimate goal here, guys, is for the agent to give the client a good experience. To your point, Mike, nobody likes to pay the referral fees, but if you give that client a good experience, at the end of the process, you're now asking them for their coworkers, their friends, and their family, and you're getting into a whole new network of people in your local community. So back to your point of, we're not looking to replace real estate agents. We don't have agents hanging their license on our brokerage, right? We're never going to get there. We're here to partner with our agents, help build their business, and to Jeff's point, bring higher conversion, higher quality, higher motivated buyers to you guys. So yes, I may not be able to provide as many leads as an op city, but when you see a Lemon Brew lead come through, you know our mindset behind it. We've already pre-qualified them, figured out how motivated they are, and hopefully we know this is a deal. It's not only a referral, it's a deal. It's not a lead, right? So that's the mindset behind it.
Cool. Well, sounds like an interesting platform. We wish you guys the best of luck with your growth.
Thank you, sir.
We're interested to see in what states. We already got some people asking, you coming to Arizona, you coming to Utah? What other questions do we have here?
Yes, on both of them.
Just so you know, again, just to give you a little bit more insight, we've signed up about 4,000 real estate agents across the country with EXP. So EXP has been a fantastic partner with us. I absolutely love the digital, the EXP world. I've probably put on 15 presentations for different states inside EXP world. But more importantly, to Jeff's point, what's funded this whole platform is that we've had a very, very successful mortgage brokerage for 40 years. We're one of the top mortgage brokers in the country. We've done over $100 million in volume for about 4 months in a row. We're probably looking at $125 this month. And then we've got a very successful title company, right? And those two companies have come together and created Lemon Brew. My point of bringing that up is that, first off, not only is the mortgage company able to offer better interest rates and better fees for your clients, which a lot of times that's going to be the difference of qualifying for a loan. If you're working with Movement Mortgage at 3.5 and I'm at 2.99, that's a better deal for the client there. But we've been in talks with the executives at EXP. We've got some exciting news coming down the line there, hopefully, and it surrounds like ACH transfer. Remember, the name of our company is Lemon Brew Technologies. We're all about the tech, and that's what I think EXP is focused on as well, based on the EXP world and, how you got your agents scattered all across the states and everybody kind of logs on and can go into people's offices virtually. We're very much on the tech side as well. And, we're hoping to bring value to you guys, not only leads, not only an option to help with mortgage if you choose to maybe give us an opportunity there, not only the opportunity to help maybe with title if we get the opportunity, but we also plan on giving you guys our technology as far as like ACH transfers. If you go out and look at a house on Sunday afternoon and this client in a hot market, and we know how competitive it is, says, hey, I want to get an offer in on this house. Okay, great. Well, we need your escrow. We need to put down an escrow deposit. And they're like, well, I didn't bring my checkbook, right? And then next thing you know, I get that check on Wednesday, and then you got to drive it to the escrow office and deposit that escrow. With ACH transfer, we're talking a matter of 2 or 3 minutes. I can have $1,500, $2,000 in a bank account and put in a valid offer, which may be the difference of you getting that house or not. So those are exciting news that I think are coming down the way.
Cool, man. All right. Well, is there anything else special we need to know, or just go to lemonbrew.com and
lemonbrew.com, and 10 minutes to sign up, doesn't cost you a dime. And I understand that we've got agents that have been on the platform that haven't gotten leads quite yet. Remember, I'm 12 short months old. I'm still building my brand. I'm still building my marketing. And ultimately, the most important piece, Mike, is to make sure that I've got the proper coverage of agents. The last thing I want to do is bring in 150 buyers in San Diego and have 7 agents to match them with. That's going to be a bad experience for everybody. So the way to build this thing is I've got to get the foundation of agents built, and then I pour in the marketing dollars to bring the buyers in.
Sounds good to me. Makes sense, man. Well, okay, cool, guys. Well, I appreciate you sharing with us. You guys, if you're watching this, the flyer is in the EXP Pros group where we did the invite for this, and we'll have it all around. And everybody on my team watching, go ahead and sign up. There's no downside to this right now, and go from there. So, gentlemen, thank you so much for doing this, and we shall talk to you guys soon. If you guys need me, or if there's anything I can do, let me know. And for those of you agents watching, or if you have need some help with on the videos. We know that's my specialty, and I can help coach you guys through that. So, all right, gentlemen, you guys have a good day, and we'll talk to you real soon.
Thanks, guys.
Great. Thanks, Mike.
Bye now.
Thanks, Mike.
All right, brother. See you a little later. Take care, buddy.
Yes, sir. Have a great weekend.
Bye.